Okay, so here's the update. Some of you know this because you've been following my Facebook, which is really the way to communicate. The deal is I went to see Master Lee and I stayed with him for 3 weeks. And every single day I did acupuncture and carbon light therapy and yoga and breathing and enzymes and teas and this whole pile of Eastern medicine. And every day I felt a little better. And at the end of 3 weeks, I remember standing at the top of the stairway in this big place where the New Life Health Center is in Jamaica Plain, and looking down the stairs and thinking, you know, I could run down these stairs. And and I felt better than I had since I got diagnosed. I'm going to talk about this boat for a second. It was started 5 years ago as a math and science project for Oliver and Robert when they were in middle school. And we built the hull without any gunnels or any of these internal details. And then sat in the back of the garage for 4 years until I finally convinced one of the math teachers at Casco Bay that he should take it on. We did it at the Compass Project, which is a fabulous institution here in town. And we wound up with 22 students signing up to take this raw hull and move it as far as we could in 1 week. We had a huge amount of fun. And then I went to see my oncologist the next day, and we discovered that I didn't qualify for a very promising trial, which was a bummer. I had to do that day got late, did the chemo the next day, and I hadn't done chemo for 5 weeks. It was really tough. You know, I felt like I went from the top of the mountain, as good as I'd felt in a long time, and then just got flung into the valley. It was really a hard time. I had, you know, probably some of the most difficult 4 days of my whole experience. So this is one of the seats that will go down in a while. There are a lot of details to be done, but here's a piece of mahogany. There'll be more seats back here. It'll carry 5 adults comfortably. It'll be a thing to just go out and putter around and go fishing, and it's a goof-off boat. Many of you know that we built a cabin last spring, and that cabin was like a sort of resurrection for me. I got to work with my hands. I got to do all kinds of pull nails out of the back of a shed that hadn't been used for 20 years. And some of it was just the juxtaposition of feeling so good and then feeling so bad. But I wanted to sit on top of the mountain a little longer. I almost felt like I deserved it a little bit, but apparently I didn't. So one thing I've learned about cancer and, you know, 4th stage, I'm 20 months into what was supposed to be a 3 to 12 month stay, and they're all wrong and I'm right, and that's the way it is, and I have to be stubborn and I have to be enlightened in some ways, and I'm working on that. And so this boat was like that. I've been building it for a couple of months now. It's been something to do with my time, a way to think with my hands, and it'll be another way to get to Cushing's Island and just have fun. That's really the deal of where I am now. I'm trying to bring my practice back to Portland. I've done some of it. I will never leave Master Lee. He's always going to be my master. But I'm developing a group of people in Portland that help me every single week, and it is yoga and breathing and meditation. If I were to give you all a piece of advice, it would be to look into those things. Make them part of your life. I'm in the middle of this journey they're, I guess I'd say the last couple of months have been some of the best and some of the worst. And yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Another really cool thing happened today. My son Oliver got on a plane to go to New York for 3 days, where he'll meet the rest of a crew that is going to Morocco to live in Rabat and do a total immersion Arabic and Moroccan culture for 2 months. It's a huge adventure. It's something that he did totally on his own. I never would have thought of it. He found it. He researched it. I think there were 5,000 kids who applied for this. 600 made it, and he's one. So I'm very proud of him for this, and looking forward to all the reports.